There's nothing that compares to a championship atmosphere. That moment the intensity shifts. It's everything you work towards, everything you dreamt up. Being the headliner, the showstopper, the main event. A real superstar doesn't shy away from championship moments. He lives for them.
He did it, Jason! Another strike. Sam Cooley's cooking. So much power.
When the belt is on the line, that's when a real champion shines.
There it is! Finally, a major title for Kyle Troup.
The mail, baby. We're coming for the mail.
Who's got it?
A night to remember for Sam Cooley.
The 2021 Kia PBA Playoffs final starts now on Fox.
We welcome you to the conclusion of the month-long Kia PBA Playoffs as we step into Bowling's squared circle for a title bout worthy of SummerSlam. It is the big dog of bowling this season, the people's champ, the one seed Kyle Troup, taking on the upstart talent from down under, Sam Bam Cooley, and to the victor today go the spoils, a WWE belt and another PBA title. We're kind of excited about this one. I love the crossover between WWE and PBA this weekend. Rob Stone, the Hall of Famer, Randy Peterson here with you. Let's start with Kyle Troup, right? Where else? And Kyle is a talent who's gone from being just a marketer's dream, from being a fan favorite, from being that guy with the hair that people will talk to you and me about on the street, to being a guy who is now in contention to be called the best bowler on the planet.
Without question. I mean, this is an historic year for Kyle Troup on so many levels. I mean, he broke the earnings record for a single season. He's a front runner for Player of the Year, and it all started with the first tournament of the year when he captured his first major, the Players' Championship, in a cool $250,000. And then his run through the playoffs in this event started when he defeated Andrew Anderson in a roll-off, 9th and 10th frame roll-off. He would then advance to take on Thomas Larson, and he quickly dispatched of Thomas Larson 2-zip.
And then yesterday, another sweep as he took down another major champ, Francois Lavoie. Got a little help from the Canadian.
Yeah, he sure did. In both games, it came to a 9th frame disaster for Francois Lavoie when he left that not once, but twice.
So Troup moves on. And then the story of the upset specialist, Sam Cooley, running through the bracket, running through players that were, quote-unquote, ranked higher above him.
Absolutely, starting with Jesper Svensson, and that too would go to a 9th and 10th frame rollout. Very exciting match between those two. And then he takes on your buddy, Tom Doherty.
We love some Tom Doherty. Having a wonderful season, Tom Doherty.
He really is. But Tom Doherty needed 9 spare 9 to win this thing. Instead, he leaves the 2-4-10, misses it, and Cooley wins sitting on the bench.
And then yesterday live on FS1, a sweep for Cooley as he took down Christian Azcona. So it's Cooley versus Troup here in the title match of the PBA Playoffs. The semifinals were live yesterday on FS1. First place, big money on the line today for these two. Who's the favorite to win? Well, according to Fox Bet, Kyle Troup, an overwhelming favorite, but that's why they bowl on the lanes.
Heavy favorite. Heavy favorite. Let me just throw a couple numbers at you. Kyle Troup averaging 242 throughout this competition. Cooley not that far behind at 235.
And both of these players will tell you they are in the midst of their best season ever on the circuit. And both of them standing by with our Kimberly Pressler.
Thanks, Robin. Like you mentioned, both of you have actually said this is the best season that you have ever had. And Sam, this is the first year that you're in the PBA playoffs. You're coming in as the number 11 seed, but you fought your way to the finals. Mentally, do you feel like you are in the underdog role here?
I don't think so. With the way this format is, it's built so that way anybody can win. And we're going to see what happens today.
Per usual, you seem very confident. How bad do you want to win this?
I think it'd be the cherry on top of the cake, as this season's been really good for me, and it would just be amazing if I could get there.
All right, well, good luck to you.
Thank you.
And Kyle, people have said that your season thus far has been historic. How would you describe it?
Just like you said, Kimberly, probably the best season of my life so far. Starting the year off to win my first major, And then to break a PBA record, I never thought I'd hold a record, so that was a special moment to overtake the GOAT in Walter Ray, and hopefully we can cap it off, bring this belt home.
Well, I know that WWE wrestlers, they have their own signature finish moves, and you were known to have your very own signature moves. You got anything planned for us today?
Well, we might have to save these for a little while, Kimberly, but I think we got some pick action coming up.
Perfect. Good luck to you today.
Thank you.
Is he double-barreled picking in the back pocket?
Yeah.
He doesn't spear his opponent. He picks them. As we take a look at our lane conditions today, it's the Carmen Salvino pattern.
Picks them apart, and he's been picking this Carmen Salvino oil pattern apart. And when it came to clutch shot making, it's been all about Kyle Troup. Here's a look at how these two players played the lanes yesterday. Sam Cooley obviously hooking it a lot more, but Kyle Troup was on the fresh. Sam Cooley was on the burn, and what that means is that was after the lanes had been bowled on and there was transition that took place.
That's Strike Track 3D, powered by our great friends at Kia. This one, a race to 3 points. Unusual, where it's going to be two competitors seeing each other again and again, and maybe again, and then maybe one more time, and then maybe a roll-off. First to 3 points. If we're tied at twos after 4 games, we're off to a 9th and 10th frame roll-off to claim our playoff winner.
From Taylorsville, North Carolina, he bowls out of Penn Station in Newton, Kyle Troup.
There's no mistaking the pro with the fro. Both his bowling and his signature hairstyle are bigger and better than ever. Despite the shortened 2020 season, Kyle Troup managed to collect not 1, not 2, but 3 PBA Tour titles and earned his highest annual prize total to date, over $135K. That is until 2021, where he's already taken home over $300,000, funded in large part by his first major title win at the PBA Players Championship. Are more titles and more big paydays in Kyle's future? Can you say, pick it out, baby? This is Kyle Troup.
And there is a reason he selected that outfit today. As you look at his arsenal, you know those colors.
I sure do.
You know who it represents.
Yeah, purple and gold, Lakers.
Kobe Bryant.
And Kobe.
Inducted into the Hall of Fame yesterday. This is really his lucky one piece. That is a jumper. It is a one-piece outfit.
It's not.
Not many people know that. Troup, first shot here in the playoffs, and he is right of target, and immediately he's got himself a challenge.
Why don't you just step off?
Remember, he stepped off yesterday, right before he started first match of his semifinal, saying, I should have gotten out this time.
Well, remember why he said he should have stepped off? He was thinking about 300. He's like, Kyle, what are you doing?
Too early for that. Open frame. 8. Not how you start.
We haven't seen too many of those from Kyle.
From Mount Warrigal, Australia, bowling out of Shell Harbor Bowl in Barrack Heights, Sam Cooley.
Well, look at that. It's another winner from the land down under. After chasing titles for 6 years and coming in third 3 times, right-handed Australian Sam Cooley finally enjoyed a trip to the winner's circle at the 2021 PBA World Series of Bowling when he beat Chris Prather in the final match. While he might have a long way to go to catch up to a certain Aussie, this first PBA title will definitely help his efforts to be more than just that other bowler from Australia. Making a name for himself on the PBA Tour, this is Sam Cooley.
One of the best to ever come out of Australia. Won his first tour title this year, the Cheetah Championship in Tampa, Florida. There's his arsenal again. Higher the hook number, the higher the hook. And he's right at target as well. We might have back-to-back open frames to start this one.
Yeah, and keep in mind that Sam has bowled every match on the burn, when the lanes got drier, when there was transition. This is the first time he's seen the fresh oil pattern throughout the competition. Remember how snug that right lane is compared to the left lane. You see it right there.
Goes after the 2-4-10, leaves the 10. I mean, we're in a title match, and we start with an open frame for each. Might be a bit of an ominous tone set early here. This race to 3. I mean, Troup, no damage now, right? No damage to him.
Yeah. And there's a look at Sam's average and his strike percentage, spare percentage, and a lot of those great numbers coming to us from our friends at Lane Talk.
Love Lane Talk.
Yeah.
Love Lane Talk.
You want to improve your bowling game, go to lanetalk.com.
We got ourselves a strike. All right. We're going to start it in the second frame, Randy. New rule. It's like a mulligan.
Well, all right, I'm with you. You can see how much more traction there is on that left lane. Sam Cooley, he doesn't get cheated at the point of release. He's about as powerful as any player out here that uses their thumb. Remember, Kyle Troup, the two-handed style, does not use his thumb, does not put it in the bowling ball.
There we go. That first frame jitters out of the way for both. And the second, both of them drop all 10. Kyle getting it on that more finicky right lane right there.
Well, that ball just split the 8-9 in half.
Again, Kyle Troup with a title today could pretty much all but wrap up Player of the Year honors.
Sure could.
It has been that kind of season for this young man. Messenger drops the 10. Energy back in the Troup camp.
Well, this is a dirty messenger right here. Head pin to the sidewall. Watch this. Look at that action. Sends the 10 pin to the blue tent.
I think the 10 pin has just been ruled out for the rest of this match. Back-to-back jacks for Cooley as well. And he is a cool customer. Strutting his way back to the ball return. The heart monitor on this young man would be worthless.
It's kind of like a little Hannibal Lecter-ish.
Just walks away like no remorse to those 10 pins.
Just some fava beans and a nice, strong, reactive bowling ball. And he's fine.
He has stealth power.
Yeah. Strong guy.
Wow.
Well, 2-4-8-10, and this one's not easy because of that back pin, the 8 pin. You can see that ball just hydroplaning. He's going to try and get this bowling ball to really hook hard this way, and then he'll send a couple pins in the direction of the 10. There's the big hook.
Oh. Second open frame already, and we're only 4 frames in for Cooley. This is unexpected. Again, this is the first of at least 3 games between these two. Could be 4, could be a roll-off as well after that. Troup looking to extend that lead, looking for 3 in a row.
just a hair right, and that's all it took, especially when you're throwing at 20 miles an hour. Kyle Troup looking over at Strike Track, powered by Kia, off to his right to check out the numbers. That wasn't that bad.
Pink Heat clears that one up. How about this for some numbers, Randy? So far, through 4 frames, 4 strikes, 3 opens, 1 spare.
Not what I expected. I thought this was going to be a real slugfest.
Yeah. Well, right now it's the oil condition. It's the lanes that are handing out the blows.
Yeah, absolutely. A little sensitive to start. Drop and give me 10. Full rack attack by Kyle Troup in the 5th.
Second straight strike on that left lane for Kyle.
You mentioned it, this extended match, very unique. 2 players, a lot of strategy is going to come into play. Players staying ahead of the lanes, transitioning, and then obviously execution is at a premium.
Third strike of the match here for Cooley. So 3 strikes, 2 open frames.
See the 9-pin fall kind of late there. It looked like he got hit by lightning. Follow through left of the head. Now watch the spin action. All right, with a strike here, Robbie can cut it to 3.
Boy, did he need that.
Nasty.
Opening match here at the PBA Playoffs, and it has been a slugfest, but the lanes, the oil landing more of the blows than Troup and Cooley. The PBA on Fox is sponsored by Guaranteed Rate. If you believe it, you can do it. Guaranteed Rate. Believe you will. And by Kia, introducing the all-new Sorrento, the world's first storytelling machine. Smash 'em, stack 'em, pin 'em. That's the mantra of 3-time WWE champ Roman Reigns, who has a message for today's 1 seed, Kyle Troup.
My special counsel told me about you. He said you're the number 1 seed in the PBA Playoffs championship. Very proud of you. So I figured I'd drop you a line. Wish you luck. As you can see, I'm a champion, the universal heavyweight champion of the world. I know a lot of things about being number 1. And it's not easy. It's not about getting there, it's about staying there. So understand this. I wish you good luck, and I hope you win multiple championships year after year after year, but even so, you'll never be the tribal chief. You'll never be the head of the table. Good luck, my friend.
I love those.
I know you do.
Oh, my God.
I like the music.
The music scares me. I'm like, is somebody going to come through the back and smash a chair over Roman Reigns? Fire, hell, and brimstone. My God, that's Kane. Let's hope that doesn't happen here. I'm sorry. You know me. I'm a wrestling nerd, dude. I love this stuff. This is pig and you know what for me today, right?
Oh, yeah.
Wrestling, bowling, and you know what's coming up next on Fox? live Major League Soccer, new stadium in Cincinnati. Beautiful Sunday on Fox Sports. And a strike for Kyle Troup here in the 6th. Back-to-back jacks, his 4th of this opening match here at the finals of the Kia PBA Playoffs. Playoff appearances for Kyle, 2019 as a 17 seed. Lost to Jason Belmonte. I think we're going to hear from Jason Belmonte a little bit later in the show. Last year in Virginia was the 7th seed. Lost to the eventual champ, the real deal, Bill O'Neill, who's got a belt back home. And this year, Kyle is your number 1 seed. It's gone through Anderson, Larson, and Lavoie, trying to go through Cooley to take home that belt. 3 in a row. Starting to figure it out, Randy.
Yeah, he liked that one as soon as it left his hand, Rob. You see a player kind of stand up on it and kind of go through the little run back, run to the side, kind of posturing up. They know it's perfect out of their hand.
We mentioned Bill O'Neill, the reigning champ at the PBA Playoffs. He got himself a WWE belt. Oh, yeah. Look at Gavin O'Neill. That's how you do it, son. You strap it over the shoulder. You give a stare down. No one's taking that belt. No one's taking that belt. Daddy O'Neill's not taking it from Gavin. Step back, Bill O'Neill. Step back. You are not the tribal chief in that house. You are not the head of the table in the O'Neill house. How long do you give it till Bill O'Neill texts us? 30 seconds?
Yeah, probably
15?
Probably a minute and a half, or he might wait until after the end of the game.
Let me tell you, Sam Cooley, though, he's got a steely stare of a WWE champ. Non-blinking, leaves double wood, turns away from it, not thrilled at all. This has been a challenging game 1 for Cooley.
Yeah,
good thing for him. He's got at least a couple more to go.
Oh, yeah, but you're right. It's been challenging, and all of his misses have been light. This time he's fortunate to just leave the 2-8 without the 10-pin.
Takes care of that. How about this? His first spare of match 1. 5 strikes, 2 open frames, 1 spare. Very un-Sam Cooley-like, particularly this season. A breakout season for the Australian. You know, Sam Cooley's able to rally and win here today. He's probably going to tell people, oh, slow your roll about this player of the year, because my name now needs to be in the conversation, at least. Maybe not at the top, but discussed, brought up.
You're reaching.
All right. Kyle Troup could end the discussion today if he keeps doing this.
Yeah. I mean, if Sam were to pull this off, and it's going to be a great year, and you would very briefly consider him in the Player of the Year race. This guy right here.
He'd be on the list. Yeah. He'd be on the list, but yes.
This guy right here, and then Francois Lavoie, if Kyle doesn't win. If Kyle wins today, I think he all but wraps it up.
Tom Doherty's still in contention as well.
I mean, we still have
a lot to go.
We still have a lot of tournaments left for the season. But right now, this man's the front runner. And with that strike right there, he's got a 25-pin lead heading into the 9th. Can lock this up with a strike right here. Stone 9, ball goes right past it, Rob, but he's still in really good shape. All he has to do is spare here, mark in the 10th frame, and he will be in the 220s. Cooley's max score 213. I'm sorry, that is incorrect. Cooley's max score is showing 221.
All right, good shot. One more like that, game's over.
Kyle takes care of the 9-pin, gets him his second spare here of match number 1 in our race to 3. Sam down 24. Has had issues with the left and the right. Needs to find something. Needs to find some confidence heading into game 2, and that'll help.
Let's take a look at Sam Cooley's swing direction in the downswing. We're going to draw a line on this right here. So watch the center of the bowling ball and how it migrates to the inside part of that line. See how it drops to the inside? That's exactly what you want to do. That takes the hand and the elbow and puts it in a very powerful position. Now watch this follow through, very unique. Goes so far to the inside part of the head, and that's because of the rotation and the body lean. Good shot there. Now if he strikes out, he's going to force Kyle Troup to show up in the 10th frame.
Starting to find his rhythm right now. It started in the 5th. Strike in 5, 6, 7, a spare in the 8th, and then a pair of strikes here, 9 and 10. 2 more shots. So this bodes well for the Cooley camp heading into game 2. Not over yet, but pretty darn close.
Another one. Same lane.
Yeah.
Well, he needs to figure something out heading into game 2, but this isn't going to get it done. He can't get it to that spot and afford to leave 2 8-10s, or this is going to be over quickly.
Curls it in and chops out the 8, leaves the 2-10. Ball change, a little experiment there on that shot, look like?
Either that or, yeah, it was a ball change, and then it looked like he got a little more wrist into it. And all he's trying to do is get it to come around the corner.
And figure some things out heading into game 2.
He's got to find a different shape, that's for sure.
Needs 6 for game 1. Takes 10. Game 1 to Team Troup.
That was a quick turnaround walk back. You notice that? The ball hadn't even gotten to the pins yet. He was already walking back.
It's nice when you know it, right?
Yeah,
it's nice when you know it. Was he? Yeah, he was looking at Pops.
What do you call those glasses?
Fear and Loathing.
Fear and Loathing?
The Fear and Loathing in Milford glasses? Yeah. Little Hunter S. Thompson. He should have like one of those long cigarettes, you know, with like that metal bit in it. Yeah. Let me tell you, when you run into Guppy at the bowling center, your day just got better.
Oh, yeah.
Just got infinitely better.
I used to travel with Guppy in his motorhome back when I was just a kid in my early years on the tour.
That sounds like a movie that we should probably put together and sell.
I would hitch a ride from one stop to the next, and it was quite the adventure.
Oh, we should, you know what, Randy? We might have something to sell Fox. On the road with Guppy.
Yeah.
Let's roll, man. That's like, go ahead and buy season 2 for that one.
Yeah.
That's gold mine. Gold mine. Kyle Troup. 1 down, 2 to go. Kia PBA Playoffs. That one was all Kyle Troup. But you know who's got Sam Cooley's back heading into game 2? Seth freaking Rollins. You're going to hear from him next.
Sam Cooley. It is I, none other than Seth freaking Rollins, WWE extraordinaire, king of the drip god himself, the man at the top of the mountain, the face of WWE. And you too, Sam Cooley, can reach the mountaintop, but only and only if you win the PBA Playoffs championship. Then the other bowlers will have no choice but to embrace you. Face PBA.
Randy, I 100% want that jacket for my birthday. Please.
You got it.
My God, does that look
done?
Good. Sam Cooley struggles in game one, standing by with Kimberly Pressler.
Thanks, Rob. So, Sam, that was uncharacteristic first game for you. You had 2 open frames. So what do you specifically need to do to improve your ball motion, especially on that left lane?
I think I'm going to need to change balls on that left lane. Seeing how every one of my matches has been on the burn so far, I don't have as much free room to aim for. So I'm going to go to something that's a little bit cleaner, that doesn't force me to be as perfect with my ball speed.
Well, let's hope that works out for you. Thank you.
All right, let's take a look at our game summary with Strike Track, powered by Kia. Take a look at some of these numbers. Kyle Troup and Sam Cooley ball speed fairly similar, as is their RPMs at 507 and 494. And we are back to action. Game 2, Sam Cooley looking to even this up.
Just a 206 in game 1 for Cooley. Kimberly mentioned those open frames, issues on the left lane. And Sam will start on that left lane. Ball change. Let's see how it works. Bam! Sam Bam drops all 10.
Well, he was using an asymmetrical strong ball, something that has snow tires on it. And he went to another big snow tire ball, but this one's a little bit cleaner through the front, which gives him a little more back end pop. A lot of side roll there in that shot by Sam Cooley. Sam looks like he could blow out a candle just by staring at it.
I don't even know what that means, but I like it.
Another 9-pin.
That one again, huh?
Yeah,
That's strange. So if you see a 9-pin lingering, what does that tell you?
That tells you that the ball's finishing too strong in the back part of the lane, and the bowling ball's actually going right past it. Watch this. See how the ball goes right by the 9-pin? Just a little bit too much pop in the back part of the lane. Good shot.
Keep making shots like that. So 9 spare to open up for Kyle. Slides over that left lane now.
Working that chamois. Got to get a clean surface. That chamois taking that oil off of the surface of the bowling ball.
Well, if there's one thing we've learned this week on the PBA Tour, ball maintenance is at a premium. Kyle Troup dialed in again. He had 9 strikes in game 1, his 29-pin win over Cooley in this race to 3.
Another beauty by Kyle Troup. And I'll tell you what, for Sam Cooley, this is kind of desperation time. You do not want to fall behind 0-2 when it's a best-to-3 point matchup.
One of the themes we've seen throughout the course of the PBA playoffs, the parity out here. It really doesn't matter what the number says next to your name. We've seen so many roll-offs, so many battles to the absolute end. So just losing to Kyle Troup in game 1, by no chance is that man Sam Cooley out of this one. He's perfect through 2. And remember the struggles he had to start game 1, that open frame in the first, another open frame in the fourth, kind of his Waterloo, if you will. But now he's got the momentum. He's got the confidence back in his game.
And I think the reason why you're able to say that is because we're on a very playable oil pattern that allows just about every style to get to the pocket and strike.
Cooley told Kimberly earlier in the broadcast he is not the underdog today.
No, he is.
Well, I'm just saying that's what he told Kimberly.
No, I get it, but
you're going to tell Sam. You're going to look Sam in the eye with that stare and tell him he's not the underdog?
I'm not crazy.
Well, Sam came to play here in game number 2, huh? Back to back to back. Here's his road to the final. Dropped the Iceman cometh. What's his new nickname?
Well, it was the Slim Reaper.
The Slim Reaper,
yeah,
Jesper Svensson.
I think they took a vote and went back to the Iceman.
That's pretty good. Took care of 3 seed Tom Doherty as well. Oh, did a little dance on that one. Little walk-away scuttle there.
Rob, you and I have done a lot of telecasts together on the PBA Tour. Do you remember a guy that was more confident, who believed he was going to win more than Kyle Troup does? And I mean, one name comes to mind, but I mean, like, this guy truly believes he's going to win this.
Well, I would say Jason Belmonte would be the guy who shows up and says, I'm going to win.
That was the other name.
That's been one of the storylines to this season as well, is where's Belmo been?
Yeah.
You know, obviously he's back home in Australia. We're going to hear from him in a moment, but, you know, we expected him to just come in and earn himself another Player of the Year honor. Instead, it's this guy, Kyle Troup, who's ready to say, I'm the best on the lanes.
Get out of here, 9-pin.
Get out of here, 9-pin. That man's pillow is cool on both sides, and Kyle Troup just got this match to even.
A 9-pin in an ornery mood today. Usually it's our friend, the 10-pin, that wants to spoil things. The 9-pin, active. Annoyingly active.
Cooley, after the ball change, perfect through 3.
Perfect through 4. A little ham bone for Cooley.
So you were mentioning this 9-pin fellow.
Yeah.
I want you to watch this in your monitor. Watch the 9-pin. You see it right there? See how the ball got it?
Mm-hmm. Little hip check.
Yeah. Sam Cooley using man weight, 16 pounds. That's the maximum weight.
What did you throw?
I started my career with 16, and then I got old and went to 15.
Do you even lift, bro?
I did elbows this morning.
Yahtzee! 5 in a row, quieting the crowd.
Pretty good ball change, I'd say. What do you think?
It has worked out magnificently for him. Look at this, the slide in, the step back, and then turns. Oh. Oh, who's that to?
That was to Kyle.
You think so?
Well, it wasn't to you and me.
Well, I'm not so sure about that. That's all right. I like that. Let's get a little sparks going on down there in the chairs, huh?
I mean, anytime you get any kind of emotional reaction from Sam Cooley,
it must be well earned.
Yeah.
Let me tell you what, though. I don't want to light a fire under this cat. Messenger, come on! Bailed before it could take out the 10. Oh, that's an agitated little look from Mr. Troup. And I don't know if that's just at the 10-pin, the ball, or his opponent right now.
Yeah, I think it was
combination.
A combination, and then this Messenger not getting there. You see that body motion there?
Spare shot, Pinky drops it.
Well, if Sam Cooley were to win this game, one thing's guaranteed. We'll go to 4 games to decide a winner. Remember the PBA playoffs, the champion player that wins this, it does count as a PBA title.
As it should.
Absolutely. 16 of the best players on the planet this season get here. They worked their butts off to make it to this point.
Tournaments encompass basically a month, Randy. Yeah, this is a grind.
And then let's not forget the $100,000 to win.
Yeah, and let's also not forget that Mr. Cooley is chasing 300. He is perfect through 5 in a game that he would probably tell you is borderline must win. We wrap up game 2 here at the Kia PBA Playoffs next.
G'day, it's Belmo here, and I'm back home here in Australia, and I have been following the Kia PBA Playoffs ever so closely because my fellow Australian, Sam Cooley, has made it to the final 2 against Kyle Troup. So I'm sending my support for my fellow Aussie. Aussie, 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 oi, oi, oi. Let's go, Sammy!
Sam liked that one. How about the background for Belmo on that shot? Where else would he be but a bowling center? Getting in some strikes, getting in some work. 6-time PBA Player of the Year. It will not be Belmo this year. Very well could be Mr. Cooley's opponent right now, Kyle Troup. But Sam, the story here in game 2. Crack open a 6-pack. 6 in a row for Cooley.
Let's take a look at why Sam has changed to this bowling ball and why it's been so effective. Game 1, launch position at the 24th board, so he's a good arrow left at the laydown position. And the break point just a little bit inside of that entry position, about the same. But the big change is right there and right there.
Strike Track 3D, powered by Kia. Uh-oh, there's a chase. There's a chase on I-95, Randy. I don't know if it's northbound or southbound, but we are chasing 300. 7 in a row.
Kyle Troup's going to make a ball change here, Rob.
Down 41 because Cooley has been perfect through 7. Ball change work there.
Going to go down and talk with Sean Ryan, the tour rep for both players. Sean, why the ball change for Kyle Troup?
Kyle started to move into where all of Sam's traffic was, so we needed a ball to get through that part, just so it would shape more in the back part of the lane. So that's why we changed.
All right, thank you, Sean.
You're welcome.
And if you're wondering why both players have the same tour rep, both players sponsored by the same manufacturer. Storm Products, Inc. owns both Storm, Rotogrip, and 900 Global. I couldn't imagine trying to rep for both guys.
Playing both sides, never easy, my friend. I like that react. I think he found something he likes.
Well, let's see if it holds up. But right now, there's nothing he can do about Sam Cooley if he keeps striking. Max score for Kyle Troup is 269, so it's not over. But as you're all aware, after the alert, Sam Cooley is going for 300.
Make it 8.
Just the outpouring of emotion from Sam Cooley is it's so just not there. He's just so internal.
It's not in his DNA, man. It's just not there.
I mean, I couldn't do that if you paid me. Like, I would just be, like, sliding into stuff and jumping over ball
I have
turns.
tremendous respect for it.
Because
they're able to not let it burst out of their seams and channel this energy and this focus. But knowing how close you are to something like that, throw me a fist bump, bro. Give me something. Oh, late drop of the 7. 9 down. 3 more strikes, and he's got perfection.
Well, the last player to shoot 300 in a televised match was Chris Vi. He got a little react right here from Sam.
There we go.
Yeah, as he slaps that one off a bit. Kyle Troup needs to strike out. He would force Sam Cooley to mark.
Misses the 10.
Game 2 is going to go to Cooley, and we are going to go to 4 games for the title here at the PBA Playoffs.
How great to have our WWE partners partaking in the playoffs the last couple days. Roman Reigns, Seth Rollins, SmackDown, an all-new version coming your way Friday night here on Fox. Building up to SummerSlam. We talk about Seth Rollins and Roman Reigns. You might be seeing them. You might be seeing them headlining a pay-per-view event pretty darn soon.
I mean, I'm surprised you're as composed today as you are. I mean, you've got WWE, you've got the PBA Tour, and then you've got soccer right behind us.
I tried to get Ohio State and Minnesota to kick off their college football season later today, but they said, hold your brakes. We'll get to you in September.
Pump the brakes, stay in your lane.
Yeah. Slow down, son, slow down. So Kyle's not going to win game number 2, but you do get the sense that he's found something he's comfortable with heading into the 3rd game.
Yeah, I mean, you got to think at some point that Cooley's got to slow down a bit. No?
Has to.
Nice shot. All right, he's going to be in the 240s, Rob. He's going to look at another bowling ball right here.
248 in the books, yeah.
Yeah, pretty good shape.
Come on, man. Go get it done.
You can see he moved inside just a little bit more with a little stronger ball, and so he's got another option.
So now the alert comes back. I mean, it is now high-speed pursuit. We've got state troopers, we've got sheriffs. We've even got parking regulators out there on I-95 chasing this thing down. 3 strikes away from perfection. It's only happened 30 times on television. He's got the Bo Derek. Yeah, hands in pocket, whistling down the sidewalk. You might have gotten away with one there, Mr. Cooley.
Yeah, you
Nothing to see here.
Just a little bit right at target down lane, and just enough traction to get back and tickle the 1-3.
Oh, that's perfect, Sam. That's perfect. Thank you. That was a beautiful reaction.
Oh, boy.
Got it! 1 more to go!
Oh, that was dirty. 10-pin gets just side swiped, and another pin comes across just for insurance.
We had 3 perfect games on television back in 2020. One already this season. Randy, you mentioned it, early February in Jupiter, Chris Vi. And now here comes Sam Cooley. Best season of his career. Looking for another title and looking for perfection and a 300 game right now. For a 300 game. Yeah!
Okay, brother.
They're not booing, Rob. They're yelling, Cooley!
I think I saw him smile. Yeah, there it is. He smiled, Randy.
Oh, my God!
We got it live on Fox. Sam Cooley smiled.
No way!
We've seen a 7-10 split and a Cooley smile this season. It's over. It's not going to get any bigger or better. Ah, this is wonderful. Good job, Sam.
Way to go, Sam Cooley. Watch this shot. You can't throw it any better for the cheese.
Bam. 31st televised 300 game. Kimberly standing by with Mr. 300.
I don't know about you guys, but I'm very excited, not about that 300, but the fact that, Sam, you are smiling, and we never see this much emotion from him. I'm going to go out on a limb here. I'm going to say that you're really happy with the ball change.
Yeah, I think it worked.
I think so, too. And you know what? Now you've earned yourself $10,000. How much confidence does this give you going into Game 3?
The main thing to do was just to win the game. So now the momentum, in theory, should be in my corner. So we'll see what we can do going forward.
All right, congratulations. Perfect game for you.
Thank you.
Now, what a moment. The moments continue this season on the PBA Tour, right? How many just memorable images we've been able to produce already this season. A 300 game in the books. Sam Cooley tying things up at ones here at the Kia PBA Playoffs. Can he keep it going in Game 3? We welcome you back to Bowlero in Milford, Connecticut, and we urge you to head to PBA.com. Check out the official PBA Pro bowling video game. We got to play it yesterday, literally on the lanes. It's got new upgraded features, including new equipment, playing as your favorite pro, and more. It's available for the Nintendo Switch, PS4, Xbox One, and your PC. I could not get that spare conversion. We didn't get any marks when we were playing yesterday.
I got 2 spares.
Oh, you did,
Yeah.
did you? All right. None of them available on video, apparently. Mr. Cooley, nothing but strikes in Game 2, 31st televised 300 game, a little $10,000 bonus, and he evens up this race to 3 points at the PBA Playoffs here, brought to you by Kia 1-1. So a couple things are interesting about this 300 game. Number one, just reflect back to Game 1. He had 3 open frames. The story in Game 2 around that perfection, 2 different bowling balls utilized.
Yeah, he made the ball change on the left lane and stayed with the ball he started Game 1 with on the right lane, and obviously it proved to work pretty well.
So, Game 1, this is how it went. Kyle Troup winning it by 29, 235 to 206. Had 9 strikes in that one. Again, both started with an open frame in this one, Randy, and then Kyle was the one who was able to figure things out earlier.
Game 2, it was all Cooley. Almost leaves a solid 7 there, but denied. And then the 10th frame was spectacular.
There it was, and cue the smile. Kyle appreciative of that as well. So boy, we have seen it all here at the PBA Playoffs as we take a look at our game summary powered by Kia. Any of those numbers, Randy, jump out to you?
None of them.
Okay.
I mean, the players are playing almost identical lines. Their rev rates are right on top of one another, and ball speeds are mirroring one another. The only difference would be the numbers that they put up in Game 2.
Now, one of the highlights of these 2021 Kia PBA playoffs has come down to the roll-offs. Of the 14 matches contested so far here, 9 have been settled by that dramatic 9th and 10th frame roll-off.
Perfect. Talk about some drama here in our opening match. Oh my goodness!
He strikes. Kyle Troup's going to get through.
Roll.
Not happening. 2-8-10.
How could you be so bad?
Tackett trying to put it away.
That's all he needed. E.J. Tackett survives.
Oh! All important first shot, 9th, 10th frame roll off. Oh!
And now all of a sudden, look who's getting the carry breaks, huh?
Oh, man.
Sam Cooley. And now it's over.
Up steps Lavoie.
Needs 2 and 1 pin.
Has the first. Tripped hand again. For the win. Lavoie. 10 pin goes down late. And I mean late. Gotta have it. Come on. He's got it.
Oh, my. Oh, boy. That's good.
Not a great finish. Up steps Tom Doherty.
9 spare 9 is all he needs.
That's what he needs. What's he going to get? Oh, my goodness.
You've got to be kidding me. If he doesn't make this, Sam Cooley's through.
Wow. Gotta have it. Tom Doherty doesn't get it. What a finish. Wow.
Playoffs can be a story of survive and advance. That was the case for Cooley in the quarterfinals. No issues yesterday in the semis, and he just wrapped up a 300 Game 3 of the championship showdown at the Kia PBA Playoffs live on Fox next.
Well, my bowling superpower is pretty clear. I mean, it's the luscious locks. It's the throw. You know, we've got the magic pick. We've got to pick it out. So, you know, whenever I've got the throw on the lanes, I feel confident and the pins are going to be falling.
Take a look at Kyle's profile. Big news there. I like this. Turned pro at the age of 16. Kimberly's got a little bit more on that anniversary and another important date coming up in a minute. And there he is, son of 8-time PBA titleist, Guppy Troup, coming this fall on Fox Travels with Guppy.
Hey, maybe Kingpin too.
Ooh,
yeah.
We're seriously.
Yeah.
Don't give away the gold for free, man. We need to write the stuff down, trademark it, and get it out there.
Yeah, and
we got to get a showrunner is what we need, whatever those are.
Speaking of gold, I think the next time we see Kyle on television, he's going to have a gold pick.
Ooh.
Yeah.
You know what?
It's time to upgrade.
Yeah. I wonder if we could find a gold pick sponsor.
Ooh.
How about the sponsors we picked up this week, huh?
Yeah. Great stuff. PBA is
on fire.
Definitely on fire.
Troup on fire to start off Game 3.
You see the players looking over to the side. They're looking at the strike track numbers powered by Kia. They can see it on a screen just off the set. Kyle's checking out his numbers, primarily ball speed and location.
What happened? Do you remember when he rolled a 300 game like 3.5 minutes ago?
Yeah.
And then that? What is going on?
This ball really hooks, obviously, right through the face, and
is right. Is right.
4 through the middle.
No, that's analysis. That's all you need to say.
Yeah. after what we saw, he's going to try to get the ball just to the right side of that 3-pin, cut it into the 4-7.
Guess who's left standing? That dirty 9-pin.
Yeah.
So Sam had 3 open frames in the first game. Started it off with an open frame. Starts off game 3 with an open frame.
After a 300 game.
Man, momentum. Fickle mistress here, right? It was all Troup game 1 and then perfection from Cooley in game 2. And now Cooley, Skeletor of the lane, struggling out of the gates here in game 3. And it's Troup in control. And now Sam's got to get his momentum back.
And Rob, I think game 3 is so pivotal because the winner can only lose in a roll-off.
Again, a race to 3 points. Things tied up at once. Coming right at you. Dropping them all. Cooley back on the strike train. Well, how quick that energy and that momentum and that confidence can leave the camp. And how quickly it can return, right?
Well, I mean, it's just one shot on that right lane, and he's probably going to make an adjustment. He'll move his feet to the left. He'll bring his target in a little bit. And if that doesn't work, then you can start to become concerned. Play. Same thing happened to Kyle. So the right lane's starting to break down, and there's a lot of friction in that zone that the players have been throwing it into. So Kyle will make an adjustment as well. But good news for Kyle, it's not a split. It's just a 3-6-10 where Cooley hit in the same spot and got 4. Look out.
Open frame, my goodness. Missed the 3. Both with open frames early in game 3. Boy, I feel like I've seen this movie before. It was called Game 1.
Yeah.
Messenger just missing the 10.
Short pin. You know, and this is what we kind of expected when you take 2 power players, put them on the same pair of lanes for multiple games.
Randy, you could feel the breeze that one blowing by it.
Just a little short.
Spares have been at a premium today. I feel like we've had more open frames than spares. Open frame in the first, and then a strike in the second. Cooley back to that right lane. Really 9-pin? Really 9-pin?
Well, at least this one hit the pocket and he didn't get a split out of it. No 4-pin with the 9, although that was a pretty good shot. Ball going right past the 9-pin, but remember the last time up on that lane he got 4 in an open frame, so he made the adjustment, hit the pocket.
Cooley's going to bully this 9-pin right now.
Yeah, that 9-pin just got punished.
Randy, you know what's coming up next here on Fox?
Tell me.
Some MLS action. Pretty excited about it. Inter Miami. You know who owns them?
Who?
David Beckham.
Oh.
Yeah. They got Cincinnati FC. The big story on this one at 4 Eastern, Cincinnati opening up a brand new stadium. People out there are saying it may be one of the best soccer stadiums in the world. The world.
Wow. Who was that player on the left? Whoever he was, he had a great tat.
Oh, man, there's some solid ink work in MLS. Cooley back on the strike train. So both those strikes coming on that left lane.
And that looked like the same hit where he left the 9-pin. This time the 9-pin gets clipped.
How does that one strike? My stuff on the other one.
Game 1 went to Troup by 29 pins. Game 2 went to Cooley, a 300 game, a 52-pin win. And now this one, you can see what they max out at. This is tight. This is tight as we get set to close the fourth. There we go, Kyle. 6 years ago today, Kyle Troup won his first title as the 2015 Wolf Open. So, Kimberly, what was Kyle doing, say, 5 years ago?
Well, like you mentioned, he won his first title 6 years ago, but after that, he continued to work at Wendy's for another year. But nearly 5 years ago to the day, he took to social media saying, "Today is a day I'll never forget. I've worked my last day as a Wendy's manager and have decided it's time for me to take the next step in my professional bowling career." And in true Kyle fashion, he finished it saying, "But don't think I won't still keep my title as a Frosty King."
The Frosty King. I fired down a Frosty late Friday night, by the way, when I pulled in here to Milford. It worked. It worked. What would you do if you came to the window and it was Kyle Troup with the headset on, meeting you with that look? You know what? I'm not sure what I would do. I'd probably say, you know what? I'm going to pass on that order. I'm gonna head on down to some other establishment. I'm not sure I trust what's going to be in my bag.
Yeah, I'd pull up and ask him where Taco Bell was.
Oh, we kid because we care. Kyle Troup is one of our absolute favorites out here.
Absolute favorites.
Cooley in the fifth. Yeah, he's got it going. 2 in a row now.
Yeah, he's locked in the right lane. Both players are actually... Again, pivotal game 3. The winner of this game can only lose in a roll-off, 9th and 10th frame roll-off.
You saw that 300 game just minutes ago. Second on the tour this season. Cooley in the 6th, looking for 3 in a row and finding it.
Oh, man. Nastier than a vulture's breath right there. Punishes the 10-pin with the 6.
Tight one here in game 3 at the Kia PBA Playoffs. Troup, Cooley. We welcome you back to Fox Sports Live coverage of the Kia PBA Playoffs. Championship Sunday here in Milford, Connecticut. We're at Bowlero Milford. Kyle Troup, your 1 seed. Sam Cooley, your 11 seed. 11 pins separating these two in that pivotal 3rd game. We're all tied up at ones in this race to 3 points. Troup looking for a triple. Down 11. Guess what pin is standing? Guess what pin is standing? Miserable 9-pin. I have never been around a day where the 9-pin is so resilient and such nastiness.
Come on!
Right? I got your back, Kyle, and then he misses that. What in the is happening here? What is going on? Second open frame for Troup.
Well, I think he let the frustration interfere with his process and just lost enough focus to whiff this.
You know who needs to step in here? Pops. Guppy, Dad, right there. I'll tell you, that tells you everything you need to see. I tell you what, next commercial break, I bet father and son are going to come together for a little powwow here. And this is unique. Again, we don't normally see two competitors going at it for up to 4 games in a row. Back on the strike train is Kyle Troup, but he's inflicted a lot of damage on himself. An open frame in the second, an open frame in the 6th.
Rookie. Well, you know, when he shot the 3-6-10, he actually missed that to the right. And then he misses the 9-pin to the right. I'm wondering if that's kind of a swing issue.
Let's see if Cooley can capitalize. 3 in a row. Looking for a 4-bagger. Through the nose.
And does not capitalize.
3-6-10, waiting for him.
Yeah, he was working on a 3-bagger and really could have extended a big lead with strikes in the 7th and the 8th. That interchangeable thumb, you see how he goes from a strike ball to a spare ball, so he gets the same feel.
%80 of the time on the tour, this is cleaned up. Missed it, another open frame.
I mean, that was a big whiff. He barely caught the 3-pin. And now Kyle's just
right back in it.
Yeah,
right back in it.
But also kicking himself for missing a single pin spare. If he makes the 9-pin, he's leading. Boy, that was a big whiff.
This is one of the most bizarre matches I've ever been a part of.
And keep in mind, folks, that Sam Cooley shot 300. Sam Cooley coming off of a 300 game. Now he's in the 190s. 192 if he spare strikes off the sheet.
Both with 4 strikes, both with 2 open frames. We begin the 8th. 7-pin match. More like it. That's more like it.
And Rob, how about this? If Kyle Troup carries that 9-pin, he's on a 4-bagger.
Terrible.
Let's see if there's a hangover for Kyle.
He can take the lead with this shot right here in the 8th.
Ooh, what? Ooh, good? Ooh, nervous.
Well, a little.
Okay.
That was a light messenger, or excuse me, a light mixer coming in to the 1-3 sideways, and he catches the light hit. Oh.
You all right over there?
Yeah, it's hard to breathe right now. Hard to breathe.
This is a tight one. I mean, this is what you sign up for when you join the PBA, right? Big money on the line, a major title, and you have to duke it out 4 rounds, maybe even more, with your competitor. And this one is going down to the 9th and 10th.
If he strikes here, he can't be shut out.
Help. Right there. I ain't going nowhere. I made one mistake, no more. Help. Right there. I ain't going nowhere. I made one mistake, no more.
Yeah, that was a message to himself. Not so much Sam Cooley. That was an internal message that came out externally.
Yeah, some self-talk that came out. Yeah. All right, Cooley can apply all the pressure by striking out. He would force Troup to double and get 8. That right lane's starting to look a little dicey.
A little squirrely for you, huh?
Yeah, a little squirrely. Remember, the players get it to the right too quick, too early. It overhooks. And if they get it in just a little bit, it does that. I think the deciding factor is going to end up on that right lane.
That's where Kyle will close up.
Yep. All right, big shot here for Cooley.
That's 3 in a row for Sam.
Yeah, both players pretty confident on that left lane, Rob. Like Troup feels pretty good to still have a chance to win this game after the 2 open frames, missing 2 spares.
Open frames in the 2nd and the 6th for Troup. Open frames for Cooley, though, in the 1st and the 7th.
That was a good shot, and just a vicious ring in 10.
Sam knew he needed that one. Needed that one.
Seen as many 10 pins left today as 9 pins. That's unusual. All right.
Oh, my goodness.
Kyle needs a strike at 8 now.
That's irrelevant.
3 open frames for Cooley. Again, 2nd time today. So he goes 3 open frames and then a 300. 3 open frames.
Yeah.
And then who knows what.
Rob, Troup must strike first ball in the 10th frame.
Strike and 8 to take game 3 and get a 2-1 lead. Nothing has been guaranteed today. Nothing.
How about that? Out, kid! Goodness! Show the pins, please. I'm not sure I've ever seen a bigger trip 4, and the way it went out. Watch this. This ball's high the whole way. That is incredible. What a huge, huge break. That could be possibly a $100,000  4-pin.
And a Player of the Year 4-pin as well. Pick out that trip 4, kid.
All right.
Still needs 8.
Still needs 8. 6 spare gets it done. 7 spare gets it done. 8 on this ball. It's over.
To Troup.
Come on. No more of that.
What a comeback.
No more of that. Lock it in right here.
Dad watching, right seeing his son go up 2-1 here at the Kia PBA Playoffs.
What a comeback. Incredible. I mean, after 6 frames, he was down by 24, I think. Yeah, he was down by 24 after 6 frames.
And then a Cooley open frame in the 7th. And an open frame again in the 10th. That one didn't matter. 223. His lowest score of the 3 games, but it gets him a 2-1 advantage. Thought you've seen everything today? Don't bet on it, man. Game 4 coming up next year at the PBA Playoffs.
A championship like this requires a superstar performance. Complete domination on the lanes. The question is, who's going to get championship gold wrapped around their waist?
The way today has gone, that belt could go anywhere. Who knows? Guppy Troup could steal it and leave the building. We have just seen so many bizarro moments. Some of the stats, Randy, that have come our way here, stunning. Look at the spare percentage. Cooley, a 25% spare conversion, 6 open frames for Sam.
Yeah, I mean, that number there is bizarro.
It looks like a typo, but it's not.
Yeah.
Now, the big story, though, for Cooley, must win right now. This is a must-win game with the PBA playoff title.
Yep.
Goes to Frosty King, Kyle Troup.
All pressure on that man right there.
All right, we have seen everything from Sam Cooley today.
Yeah.
We've seen Skeletor stare downs. We've seen open frames. We've seen a 300 game. We saw him smile. And now, what will we see from him in game 4? Troup, 1 game away from potentially being your PBA Player of the Year. Already set 1 record yesterday, Randy, taking down WRWJ.
Mm-hmm.
Most prize money in 1 season.
Yep. Single season record for money and earnings.
Both start with strikes. So the legend, Walter Ray Williams Jr., back in 2003, won 2 majors. That was a single season earnings number. Go to 2021, yeah, the big $250K check.
Yeah.
Makes quite an impression on a deposit slip. Jacks for Kyle.
He's feeling it.
He sure is.
And I said it in the last match, this championship is going to be determined by who's able to conquer the right lane. Kyle Troup gets to finish on that lane there. Cooley will finish this game on the right lane.
This will be Sam's first effort on the right lane here in game 4. Must win for Cooley. Should he win, we'll have a 9th and 10th frame roll-off. Back-to-back opening jacks for both Troup and Cooley, and the impact of the pandemic on youth sports, it has been significant. And while recovery has started, certainly in some communities, far too many children in need are still on the sidelines. So we encourage you to visit goodsports.org to learn how you can help Fox Sports and Good Sports restore play for at-risk youth and the programs that serve them through donations of brand new sports equipment. We start the 3rd pivotal game 4. Live Major League Soccer coming up next here on Fox. Cincinnati opens up their brand new stadium as they take on Inter Miami. Just a little right of target, got away with it.
It sure was. I mean, that ball wiggled, and that's why. Location down lane, a good 3.5 boards to the right, and you can see it just kind of wiggling. Watch this.
Everybody's perfect here in game 4.
This ball goes to the pins nicely for Kyle Troup. Watch second pin from the right. Goes to the sidewall and does a little Cobra Kai on the 10.
See Kyle Troup, Randy, back at his preferred pace. I think he got sped up a little bit last game, got out of his shoes, if you will.
He got out of his process. He talks about staying in that process is key for him. He got out of that. He got distracted. He got aggravated.
And he got bailed out by his competitor.
He got frustrated, and then he got a gift.
You know, it's interesting. You reflect back on yesterday's semifinal. He got gifts as well from Francois Lavoie. Open frames in the 9th of both of those games. The door opening for Troup to move on. Open frames have certainly been a storyline for this man, Sam Cooley. 6 alone today. And through the nose.
What did I say earlier about the right lane?
It's not hard to not grab the ball.
How about the range of emotions from Cooley today? And I know that may sound like I'm cracking a joke, but you know, for this guy who doesn't show much emotion, it has been all over the place for him. Struggles, open frames, a 300 game. Struggles. Now a must-win match for him. Got to win this.
Talk about the emotional roller coaster. Huh?
Right? Going after the 6'10". You know what's been in short supply today? Spares. Translation, that is your spare of the game, brought to you by Guaranteed Rate. If you believe it, you can do it. Guaranteed Rate, believe you will.
You know how many spares we had in the last game?
You have the sheet in front of you. You're cheating. Go ahead.
2.
Dos.
Listen, I think that if we get a really good spare, like maybe a split conversion, you should go back to Guaranteed Rate and give them some love.
Oh, yeah, I haven't given them enough love this season, right?
Oh, well, actually, yeah.
Exactly. Cooley to start the 5th. Ball through the nose. And another spare opportunity. This one's going to be tougher.
It's really not that difficult.
And this is not what you want to see or want to feel as a player. All of a sudden you lose stroke and you're grabbing it at the bottom of the swing and your ball's going everywhere. Kyle Troup knows exactly what's happening to Sam Cooley, and right now he's just trying to get in the zone to take full advantage of it. Remember last game in the 7th frame, Cooley missed this spare conversion.
Doesn't miss it this time. Hammers the 3-6-10. Now a 15-pin lead for Kyle Troup.
Nothing more.
Back-to-back spares for Cooley have created this opening for Troup, who's perfect through 4. Wide of target, and my goodness, look at this challenge for Troup. He's looking at the numbers.
And again, I'll say it one last time, the right lane. Steps up and bites Kyle Troup. He was working on a 4-bagger, and now it's a 2-4-8-10. And he can't believe what just happened. He thought he aced that shot.
About 9% of the time on the tour, this is converted. Open frame, 10 remains standing. Cooley right back into it.
Not only is he right back into it, he just took the lead. We've seen this throughout the playoffs, especially when the lanes really transition in those second matches, and especially on that right lane. And the move that the players would make is they would actually move to the right with their feet, move their targets left, and then go straighter. Well, anybody's game here in game number 4. Kyle Troup avoids another disastrous frame by tripping the 9 late. Only leaving the 4-pin.
Got one. Good job.
A little self-deprecating humor never hurt.
Yeah.
Maybe what he needs. 1-pin game. Cooley must win to force a 2-frame roll-off at the playoffs. The PBA on Fox is sponsored by Guaranteed Rate. If you believe it, you can do it. Guaranteed Rate. Believe you will. And by Kia. Introducing the all-new Sorrento, the world's first storytelling machine. The on-lane graphics you see today, including the ball tracer, courtesy of Clutch Bowling. Who's going to be clutch here in game 4? Kyle Troup in cruise control through 4, and then that open frame in the 5th, a spare in the 6th, and it's now Cooley up 1 pin, but he's working off a pair of spares.
Last 2 shots both high for Cooley. See what kind of adjustment he makes on this tricky right lane. Still way in. It's still high.
Oh my goodness, look at this.
Really?
Really? Really? Look at the eyes on Troup. What is going on here?
And he was actually looking at Sam Cooley's numbers. Cooley's going to try to get his ball over here and cut the 4 into the 10.
Less than 2% of the time on the tour, the 4-7-10 is converted. His 7th open frame today.
Incredible. And he's still in it.
Still very much in it, but now down 13. Last 3 frames have been a nightmare for Cooley. Spare, spare, open frame. Here he is in the 7th. On the left! It still won't be a strike. Has not had a strike since the 3rd frame.
It's getting messy. Be a good time for a Snickers right about now.
Blood sugar dipping. I mean, these 2 dudes have been going at it for almost 2 hours. Really testing their stamina. Mentally and physically, their stamina. Death stare from Cooley as he eyes the 4. Hammers the 4. Last 4 frames for Cooley. Spare, spare, open, spare. I mean, really hard to win a pivotal game 4 with that type of run. But Troup gave him an opening in the 5th with that open frame. A 9 spare in the 6th. Here he is to close out the 7th.
This shot's really going to tell us a lot, Rob. Oh, my goodness. this.
What did it tell you?
That was about a half an inch from being a 2-4-8-10. The same one he left in the 5th frame. I mean, this barely catches enough of the head pin. And now he'll make a move on this left lane. He'll probably move in just a little bit with his feet and target.
It was interesting. Remember, Kyle Troup joined us in the booth yesterday, our live broadcast of FS1. He said, this is the portion of the game, that 6, 7, 8 frame, where it seems like everything hinges more so than the opening frames, more so than the 9th and 10th lately here on the PBA. And this is the case right now, right? I mean, Troup can put a stranglehold on things right now here in the 8th. Messenger misses.
So close. So close.
I mean, what, millimeter? 2?
Yeah, real close to swinging that 10 out of there. Kyle Troup still in the lead with a spare here. We'll lead by 13.
The way today has gone, this is not a gimme. Backdoored it.
Oh, come on, Kyle.
What is going on?
You know what's going on in Cincy next?
I do.
Oh, man. I got a couple of my buddies, Stu Holden, John Strong there in Cincinnati. TQL Stadium set to open up. Look at the crowd marching down below. Ready for FC Cincinnati to open up their new stadium as they take on Inter Miami. That is next, live right here on Fox. But we got some bowling to do first here, folks. Bowlero Milford. Last game of the PBA Playoffs, a month-long competition. Rob Stone, Randy Peterson, Kimberly Pressler here with you. Sam Cooley really struggling right now and can't get the 10 to go in the 8th.
Well, he aces that shot there and comes away with a ringing 10.
That's some math being done right now by Kyle Troup.
Five straight frames without a strike for Cooley. Has to win this game to extend it to a roll-off.
Otherwise, it'll be tour title number 2 on the season and 8 for Kyle Troup's career. You know who I would not want to carpool to the airport with after this match?
Who?
Sam Cooley. In fact, I might take his keys. You know what? Walk this one off, Sam.
It's not over yet.
I know it's not, but I mean, what this guy has been through, what he has provided us in pain and ecstasy today, has been it's been crazy. Number 300 game back in game 2. In between, sandwiched a whole ton of open frames. Foundation frame 9th. Cooley. There you go, Sam. There you go on the left lane. Gets that one. Only his 4th strike here of game number 4.
Yep. Well, biggest shot of this tournament here coming up for Kyle Troup on the right lane.
Number 6.
That's a good one.
Absolutely aced it. You don't know how good that shot is that he threw there. Now, all he has to do is get his ball to come around the corner on this left lane, but this shot here was absolutely magnificent.
Done with the right lane for this match. That is good news for Team Troup. strike and 9 to be your PBA playoff winner. Remind you, Major League Soccer coming up next. As soon as we're done here, we'll take you out to Cincinnati.
Did it again! He did it again!
Trip 4.
Kyle Troup 9 pins away on his first ball from $100,000. Win number 2 of the season. And the absolute biggest year of his career. Look at that 4-pin just get knocked silly. He needs 9 on the first ball.
Stay present. Stay with me. Be aggressive. Let's go get it.
Only 8.
He needs 1. He gets 1 of these pins. He wins by 1 if Sam Cooley were to strike out. He just needs 1.
Seriously, the script writers for today's PBA playoffs?
That's crazy.
Either fire them or give them a raise. I'm not sure yet what it is.
Routine.
Just 1. That's right, routine. You've done it a
million times.
A million times. Look at Gup, can't even watch.
Pops, head down, head up. Kyle Troup, 1 pin for the win. He's got it.
Move. I got you. Double pick, baby. Woo! Ric Flair, baby. The belt's coming home. I'm the champ, baby. Thank you, Storm, Vice, Coolwig, Bowler X, Team Fish. I love you guys. And Roman Reigns, I'm the head of the lanes. Do you dare challenge me?
Don't call out Roman Reigns, man. Bad advice. Don't do that, Kyle. I got 3 words for you, Kyle Troup. Player of Year. P-O-Y. What a win for Kyle Troup. He takes the Kia PBA Playoffs, 2nd tour title of the season. He is in the driver's seat to be your PBA Player of the Year. For Randy, Kimberly, and our entire crew, I'm Rob Stone. Coming up next here on Fox, MLS action as Cincinnati opens up their new home as they take on Miami. You've been watching the PBA on Fox.